Hello, my name's Al and today I'm going to show you how to check your chain for wear, otherwise known as how to stop your bike from wearing out. No prizes for guessing what you're going to need here. You're going to need a chain wear gauge. I think it's fair to say that probably the biggest cost of riding a bike is keeping up to date with replacing worn out drivetrain components. So your chain, your cassette, your chain rings, your jockey wheels. The best way to preserve the life of these components is by regularly changing your chain. The chain is the cheapest part of your drivetrain, so in order to preserve everything, change that regularly. If it's not worn, it won't be wearing everything else out that it touches. So it's really important that we check our chain regularly if we want to save ourselves a bit of cash. I'll run through a couple of chain checkers that are out there on the market. They can cost less than a tenner or up to, well, probably as much as you want to pay for them. But a really good one out there is a TL-CN42. Now, this is Shimano's chain checker. Good thing about this is it has these two prongs at the end, which splay apart the rollers on the chain. Gives you a really accurate measurement of your chain wear. So that's the pricier option. Park do a CC3. This is an older tool. So this measures 0.75 and 1% of chain wear. This is an older tool now. There's a CC3.2. That's what I'd recommend because it also checks 0.5% of chain wear. And that's what we're looking for. That's the golden number. If your chain is worn to 0.5%, so it's got 0.5% longer, then you want to replace it because the rollers, the pins will all be further apart and that will wear the back edge of your sprockets, your chain rings and your jockey wheels. Once you've got yourself a chain checker, what I'd recommend is lashing it in some way to something that you're going to use super regularly with your bike. So what I do is I put a bit of cord on it and I just keep it with my track pump. So when I pump my tyres up, every now and again, it's there and it reminds me to check. So it's quite easy to leave it a little bit too long. Your chain will be worn, you won't know about it, and you'll be plugging away, and then you'll think, oh, I've not checked it for ages. You'll dig the old chain tool out the toolbox, you'll check it, be worn to 1%. You'll end up replacing your chain, your cassette, and maybe one or two of your chain rings, and that's going to cost big bucks. So keep it close to hand, check it regularly. The old school way of measuring your chain with a ruler is probably the most accurate way of doing it, but life's a bit too short for that kind of palaver. So what we're going to do, we're going to use our chain tool. It's a go, no-go indication of how worn the chain is. It simply drops into the chain, like so, and with this particular go no-go tool, then it either drops into the chain and would sit like that, or as it's not worn, it doesn't, we carry on riding. Simple. So that's the Park tool. Here's the Shimano tool. So this differs slightly in that the back of the tool clicks into the chain. That pushes the rollers apart, gives us a good accurate measurement. We're not pushing the tool into the chain because you're going to get a false reading. So we're just looking to see if that's going to drop in. And as it isn't, we know that's all good. So we can carry on riding. Were it to drop in, like so, then we'd know we want to replace our chain straight away, as soon as you possibly can. So if we keep on top of our chain maintenance, so that's the cleaning and lubrication, which we've shown in our previous videos, as well as checking the wear of the chain, then you'll be doing all you can to get the maximum value for money out of your drive chain. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.